Well, it's Sunday the 6th of October this morning. It's about 7:30 and the sun is just rising, and our boat, the mottled Weaver, is still on its moorings. Thank goodness for that. We arrived, we haven't gone far really from the marina at Hilpester, I think, or Hilperston, I think that's the way you say it. And oh, it's windy and it's cold, but we've got sunshine today, so we're hoping to go up to Bradford on Avon, moor up and have a look in the town today. First task of the day, clearly, is to make a nice cup of tea. So we have, do you know, I have been learning how the kettle works and the gas, because I have an Essie at home. I don't have gas anymore, so I don't know how all that works. It's a bit stupid. Out this side is the bank, that side is the river, canal, thank you, before I get corrected. Here are some dirty mugs from last night. I won't show you as yet that side, because that's where I've been sleeping, and I didn't put up the proper bed. I've just slept on the seats last night because it was a bit late. We were faffing about and chatting and getting the baby organised and getting ourselves organised and trying to get something to eat. We had some soup last night, because the one thing in our rush to get where we were, we didn't manage to get to a proper shop, so that's one of the objects today. But I had brought some soup, so we had that. We'd had a nice lunch anyway, so we were right. Kettle on with tea and coffee. It's all going to be great. I can feel the positive vibes. Oh, and I've got a cold, but I think I'm going to get shot of it by the end of the day. We've got sunshine out there, so I'm thrilled. Cups of tea have been had. Well, cheers. Little Joseph hasn't had a cup of tea this morning. He refused.
Well, I suppose vicariously he has.
Yes, that's true.
Not vicariously. I'm not explaining that one.
So, how did you sleep, Julia?
Quite well, actually.
Did you?
Yeah. How did you sleep?
Yeah, I was okay. I mean, the thing was, we both kind of woke up in the middle of the night to help each other out because of Joseph needed feeding. So I'm this side where the kitchen is. So when Julia comes in to heat the kettle up, to heat the water, to warm the milk, it's a
bit disturbing. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
We didn't plan that very well, did we?
No.
Maybe we'll have to swap.
It's very interesting because when the boat was laid out, it had two twins down that end.
Twins?
Two singles, rather. And then the double down this end. And Julia said, this is really weird because the double, it means you've got to undo the table and the chairs and every time you do the double. And I said, yeah, but I'm on the single. I thought that was... Anyway, the short and the story of the long of it is that we realised actually you could make the other end up as the double, and that's what we've done, so that Julia can have little Joseph and be content down that end, and I'm down here guarding the frontage. But anyway, we got through the night. That was not too bad.
That was good.
Cups of tea peering out. We've seen a few boats. Oh, there's one coming now.
Oh yeah.
We're going to start the engine and we're going to toddle off.
Yes, we are.
Who knows what we're doing? But little Joseph is content, so that's a good sign to go. Are you going to take the helm again?
Yeah.
Fantastic. pushed off and we're on our way to Bradford on Avon this morning. As ever, the lovely Julia has taken control of the helm. She's very experienced at that and has done a lot more canal boat, narrowboat driving than I have. So I'm quite happy at this stage, although I am hoping that I will get a go, but I'm sure I shall. Some lovely sights this morning on the boats. It's Sunday, so it's I don't know whether that means it's going to be busier or quieter or what it is, but it's lovely to get back afloat. Little Joseph is there again, and his I think the throb of the engine is what keeps him snoozing, which is useful from our point of view. We don't really have any set plans. I mean, I had the big plan, we're going to go to places, we're going to go off and do walks and all of that. Got a feeling that's all going out the window, that mostly we're going to pootle about. We will go into Bradford, we've got to do some shopping. Not keen on leaving the boat for any length of time, to be fair. Look at all these lovely reeds going past behind me. We've passed a couple of boats. You have to pass on the right, so it's the opposite to actually driving in a car when you drive on the left. This is a lovely section. Apparently once we get past Bradford we go through the valleys, so it's quite dramatic. Then we're going to probably turn round at some point and go back up the other way to Cairn Hill or Carn Hill, whatever it's called, where there's 29 locks. But don't panic, we're not actually going to do those locks. We've stopped. How long did we manage to get going for?
About 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
At a pootle.
At a pootle. I'm beginning to think that there's this worry now of going to places too quickly. And you can't believe that on a canal. You think, you know, you're going to take forever to get places because the maximum speed is 4 miles an hour. And everyone's pootling along and you could spend all day and feel that you're not really getting anywhere. But actually, because Bradford on Avon is on our doorstep, and now it's not so much going to see Bradford on Avon as sightseers, we're just desperate for some food. Little Joseph, come little Joseph.
My little angel. My second little angel.
Here he is. Alright, that's a bit bright for you.
Yeah.
He's been very good, but obviously he does demand a certain amount of attention. So we thought we'd stop here, have a cup of tea, have some scrambled egg on toast, feed the little baby, and then we're going to go up about another half mile, pause, more up, and morning.
Afternoon.
No, it's afternoon now, isn't it? Yes, that's it. Has to be done. And then it's easier to get into Bradford actually just through a lock. Now here's another thing I'm beginning to realise.
Yep.
It's just been sick on me.
Oh no.
The other thing I'm beginning to realise, I want to show us, you know, going through the locks, but it's going to be a two-man. We haven't gone through one yet. I want to show us mooring up, but it's a two-man operation, and you almost need a third person to do the camera work. So don't expect miracles, is what I'm saying.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun, but
trying.
Yeah. So we may do a lock or two first before we actually get to film one, because we're going to need all our
wits
cerebral.
about us.
Yes, exactly.
Get into the swing of the lockdown.
It's now 10 to 5. It's been a long day, a slow day, but a long day.
Enjoyable.
And very enjoyable. My cold seems to have developed into something which has been very unpleasant. A sore throat, lots of sneezing, dribbly nose, that sort of thing. Joseph has been up and down, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Bless him. But we're dealing with it. We've moored up now just outside Bradford on Avon. The lovely Julia, I have to say, has been absolutely brilliant. She has been the helmsman woman of the year, without a shadow of doubt. But firstly, she took us off the mooring. Oh, hello! By the way, we
have a cat from.
We've acquired. Come on. Ouch!
It's gone. You okay?
Yeah, that just went right through my jumper. The claws. We've lost a cat. If anyone's seen a cat, black cat, it was here from gone. Anyway.
As long as it goes back to the other boat, we're all right.
Yes.
Anyway.
So Julia got us off the moorings, a piece of cake, she cruised down, we went and parked up, not terribly far, we went about 45 minutes, didn't we?
Yeah.
She said, we've only gone 45 minutes. I said, well, we need to work out how to get into Bradford and what the best route is. But we stopped and we had scrambled egg on toast.
We did. Yum.
Fed the baby. And then we came into Bradford. Now, this is where Julia was amazing. Explain.
Oh, what, the lock?
Well, firstly, as we approached the lock, you had to moor up somewhere in the sort of waiting area, and we had to wait. And we had this issue with water, because we needed to top up water. Whenever you get the chance, you have to top up with water, you see, just so that you've always got enough water. Well, we went to the stand pump, and the nut that we have to attach onto the hose didn't fit, and it turned out that what the problem was there's an adapter that fits the thread of the standpipe that was missing.
Yeah.
Cool, blimey, what was that? We've just been battered by somebody.
That's because they're not going past that tick over.
Oh yeah.
That's a bugbear of mine.
So when you pass somebody who's moored up, you should go past them at tick over, so that
the very first gentle.
Yeah, so you don't get too much of a wave, and somebody's just gone past. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So we did all that. We sorted that out. Then we found a space in the lock. There was a lovely lady from the Canals and River Trust volunteers who was there to help people. Very busy with tourists and stuff.
Yeah.
Julia was amazing. Because when she got in, she just said, "Oh, I'll parallel." Or was that here?
That was parallel here.
Yeah.
You said, "Oh, do you reckon we can fit in that gap?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll parallel park it."
And she just went straight in like that. Absolutely, it was quite a tight fit, you know. I can't do any of that because I can't judge the distances because of my one eye. So I have yet to have a go at driving the boat. But all the parking and mooring, the lovely Julia is going to have to do that.
I have been asking him. He's just...
Yeah, no, I'm quite happy. I'm quite content.
He's been too busy.
Anyway, for now, that's it. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch up with you next time. Tomorrow, probably.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Bye for now.
Ciao for now.